Well, Kira woke in the middle of the night complaining that her heart felt funny. Raced to hospital, the mum of 3 was given the all clear and told to go home. 10 days later, she died from a massive blood clot. Her family wants to know how the hospital missed it.
Is Mummy a good pony? The girls need their mum, and they don't have her anymore.
Kira Conway was 42 years old, mother to 3 beautiful girls, when her life was suddenly cut short.
I just don't want another family to go through what we're going through right now, because right now I've got 3 young girls that I have to be mum and dad for.
Husband Mark is doing his best to raise 14-year-old Bailey, 9-year-old Madison and 6-year-old Eliana.
What's your precious memory with your mum that you'd like to share?
All of them, yeah, the TikToks I used to make with her.
Videos and photos are what helps them get through each day, but what they want to know is why their mum died.
I just want to figure out what went wrong because, well, something obviously went wrong, and because of what happened, I don't have a mum anymore that can watch me and my sisters grow up.
The family's search for answers leads to Beaudesert Hospital, southwest of Brisbane. Kira visited the emergency unit in late April.
Kira woke me up saying that she felt a bit funny, her heart felt off, and asked me to call an ambulance for her.
Kira's discharge notice lists chest pain as the main problem. She told the hospital she had coughed up blood and had pain in her back and flank. An ultrasound found no issues, and within a few hours, Kira was deemed stable and discharged with pain medication.
She didn't tell me that she'd been diagnosed with anything. She'd just been given the all clear by the hospital and that she'd been sent off to get, I think it was an X-ray or an ultrasound done.
The scans were done and Kira's GP said she may have a chest infection, prescribing antibiotics. Life seemed to return to normal at their Canungra home until 10 days later.
I woke up to the most horrendous noise I've ever heard in my life. My wife's sitting there, struggling to breathe. It was the most god-awful noise I've ever heard.
Kira asked Mark to call an ambulance before deteriorating further.
About 5 minutes into the phone call, she stopped breathing and had to try and do CPR.
Paramedics raced to the scene as fast as they could, arriving here to the family home. Mark hoped their expertise would mean his wife would soon be stable and on her way to hospital, but it wasn't to be.
And they did about another 20-30 minutes and that was it. I was sitting right here and they told me that there was nothing more they could do. It was just complete shock.
What do you remember of that moment, about how you felt hearing something like that?
I felt dumbfounded, like my whole world had come crashing down, like it was completely surreal, like something you'd see in a movie, but it was playing out in real life.
A devastated dad then left with the task of telling his 3 children the saddest news of their lives.
And I remember it word for word like it was yesterday. The worst thing a dad could ever have to do to his kids.
An autopsy would later discover Kira had a huge blood clot, blocking 2 key arteries in her heart. Mark believes that should have been picked up 10 days earlier at Beaudesert Hospital.
To me, it didn't travel overnight. It was there and they missed it.
Kira's hospital records show no mention of the gastric sleeve surgery she had 3 months prior to her ER visit, potentially placing her at a higher risk of blood clots.
What do you think your wife would have told them about that surgery?
She wasn't hiding it at all. She was very forthcoming about the fact that she'd had gastric sleeve surgery, and they did have noted on there her ankle surgery from 18 months prior. So they were aware of some of her medical history, but some of it seemed to be gapped out.
The Queensland coroner has now reopened the case for further investigation. A hospital spokesperson said in a statement,
"We extend our deepest sympathies to Kira's family, friends and loved ones during this difficult time. As the matter is currently the subject of a coronial investigation, it would be inappropriate for us to comment further at this time."
Look, with Kira, there were some major red flags, like the coughing up of blood. There weren't investigations done to look further into that.
Ali Yusufi from Shine Lawyers is now assisting the family in its pursuit of answers.
And she went home without any referral to her GP. That's a clear break in the chain of communication that I think contributed to this outcome.
I just want to figure out answers so that families don't have to go through the same thing that we went through, because it sucks.
Let your heart just break for those poor girls, and let's hope that the coroner reopening the case provides some answers for Mark and his daughters.